entertainment. So I imagine that both the caterer and the baker are going to have examples of their food at this event. But what other kinds of, and you said it's at an art studio, so I imagine that there will probably be some visual artists there as well. But will there be any live entertainment as part of this grand opening? That might be a question for April since she's the event planner. But what is going to be incorporated with the grand opening? What can people expect if they come to the grand opening?
April? Well, I'm getting ready to take this. Okay, so what do we expect our public to see? One, when you walk in the door, you're going to be treated like royalty. So when you're walking through, you're going to be walking on a purple carpet. As you walk through, there are going to be several displays. You're going to have a tasting of the food by the caterer. You're going to have tasting of the baker's cakes and cupcakes, and you'll get a chance to sample. And the other thing you'll be able to see is actually how well decorated it's going to be. So there's going to be centerpieces, and it's going to be various centerpieces. And each table, which one will be for the caterer, the baker, and the event planner and crafter. So there's going to be 3 different tables. As well, we will have giveaways, and we will also see who would be able to book with us, and they're able to possibly get a percentage off. And that, hopefully is something that will happen. But the biggest thing is to get our name out there and to get them to know that we are there. We are the one-stop shop to those that are looking for just one business to go to get all of what they need. And what makes us different? What makes us different is that, we've grown up together. We know who we are. We know that we're sure of each other. We're sure of ourselves, and know that we are always going to be professional no matter what. So that's the biggest thing of how unique we are, and, what we're bringing. And what we're bringing is our talent, ourselves, and, again, our professionalism. And we want to have that one-stop shop for those that are seeking just to talk to one company to take care of everything that they need. So what our tagline is, a merge of excellence, and that's what it is. And that's what I'm hoping that the public is going to be expecting to see, and that's what we are going to be presenting to them.
Well, it sounds like y'all definitely have a lot of great things that are going on and things of that nature, so I know that the public will definitely be impressed by what they've got going on. As I know, April, you probably know from listening to the show last week, we've actually got one of our North Carolina people getting ready to move up that way, which is a piano player. So I'll have to put her in touch with you so that possibly, whether it's the opening or some other gigs, you can find some work for Miss Pocock, who is, like I said, she's a young lady, 25, 26, and world-renowned piano player, and she's actually going to move to New York after having lived in various parts of the world, like Seattle, Washington, and other parts, but she's going to move to New York, I believe, in January. So she should be in your neck of the woods starting in the early part of next year. So I'll definitely put you in touch with her, and I know a couple of other people that are actors and musicians and other people that are in that area that are already living in New York, some that have moved there from here, as well as some that were born and raised in that area. So I have to put them in touch with you because I know that they're always doing events on a regular basis. A good friend of mine, or a long-time acquaintance, I should say, because we've actually lost touch after many years, but Catrice Barnes was the music director for Saturday Night Live, and she's been up in New York from Enfield, North Carolina, for the last, probably 15, 20 years, if not longer. So there are definitely some people that I will be trying to put you in touch with that might be able to find ways to connect with the business and help the business grow.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
No problem at all. That's one of the things I love doing is networking people together, and that's just one of my gifts and everything. So I would definitely reach into my Rolodex and see what folks I've got in New York that are able to learn more about your business and possibly even hire you for the different things that they've got going on, because I know a number of people, as I said, both in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, and even some of the other states that are surrounding that area. So I will reach out to them and see what events they've got coming up and if they can use your services. Now, coming back to the interview and everything, as far as Harlem and growing up in Harlem, what are some of the things that were your best memories of Harlem growing up? Because I imagine growing up in Harlem in the 80s, there are probably things that you definitely remember as being kind of the things that you enjoyed the most about growing up in Harlem. And do you think that the kids of today have that same kind of vibe growing up in Harlem that you had when you were growing up in the 80s?
I would have to say our block parties. Our block parties brought everybody together. Every block from 115, it brought everybody together, all ages. And I don't think the kids have that now. They definitely don't have that now. The kids find fun sitting behind their phone and the computers and the laptop. They find that fun. They don't know what it's like to actually get out and interact with people. They don't do that. Everything is through the internet, social media. That's everything for them. But I think my best memory would be our block parties and our dance. We had our dance contest. We had our jump rope contest. We had the festival. We had our plays, our Christmas plays every year. It was just, my child memories are really good ones. And the kids, I don't think today have that. They don't have it.
And what about the other two? What are some of your memories? I'm looking at those memories. I was actually just thinking about the young lady that at the Cultural Arts Center I worked at earlier today who was celebrating her 50th, and she was reflecting on some of those memories that she had grown up in this area. And they were doing some of those same kind of things with the line dances and the limbo and the musical chairs and stuff that I don't even think kids do these days with a lot of their parties because, like you said, they're so wrapped up in their phones and the internet and the computers. What were some of the other two ladies' memories of things that they recall that they would like to share with our listening audience?
Well, I do agree with the block parties. That was the best. It really was because all of us, we came together, we had fun, you enjoyed yourself. Even the street games that we played, you know, most kids don't do that anymore. Tag and kick the can. Those are the things we played as kids, and we enjoyed ourselves. Other things that I do remember from back in the day is the old-timer games, which was like up the street from us. And I know my uncle and father, they used to play that game, and you see them playing some ball. Those men were in it. And all you could do is just admire that and say, hey, maybe one day I want to play basketball too, you know. And that's how I started playing basketball myself because I saw them playing. So, you know, things like that. We miss those things because, and I know we all have to get older. Things change. But I tell you, these millennials, which is our kids, they miss a whole lot than what we had. I think when we grew up, it was the best era. What you think, girls?
I agree.
The best.
I agree with all of you as far as the block parties. One of my other great memories was when the church will have the street fairs and will bring all the little stands and everyone will come on really hot days. The community, all the parents will get together. They will go to the precinct. They will close the street down. We will open the pump with the permission of the fire department. And we will get wet and not have to worry about getting run by a car or you know, somebody getting shot or anything. The ice cream truck will know exactly where it will park. You know, it was a different time. I do try to bring some of those memories back, like as far as the Halloween parties. Remember those, girls? We always had Halloween parties in the spring. We didn't have to go anywhere. We were always safe. You know, those were the good times. I see my kids now, and you're right, what like April said, they're our kids, they're the millennials. But that also goes on home training, and we keep what we've learned and the things we've had. As long as we incorporate that into them, I can only hope and pray that just a little bit of that could come back, some of that nostalgia. So if we couldn't do it with them, hopefully we can pass it on to our grandchildren where they grow up and they have their kids and remember those memories that we're making with them, the same kind of memories we made with our grandmothers, and be able to pass down those little things, those little memories that we still hold on to. Hopefully they'll get it and they can keep it going.
Yeah. But one of the things that I remember we've talked about on the show before and everything, that it seems that back in the day, the community would actually be more involved in your life and everything. I imagine that if either one of you ladies got in trouble, that trouble might have been you got disciplined not just by your own parents, but probably by your play sisters' parents, as well as the neighbor, as well as some of the play uncles and play cousins that were in the neighborhood that were older, because I just know growing up that if you got into trouble, you probably got several, at least I remember the way that we grew up here in North Carolina, you probably got several beatings before you even got home, and folks found out that you had gotten in trouble. So you had already been disciplined several times before you even stepped in the door. And, of course, you still had to deal with mom and dad once you got in the door.
Oh, yeah. That's a definite.
I'd rather deal with the other parents than my mother.
Me too. The whooping wouldn't be as bad.
I'd rather get disciplined by the other parents than my mother. But now you can't say a word to people's children now.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, because now it seems like the community in general just seems to want to enforce and make it almost a crime for you to even say that they've done anything wrong. And it can be something just as minor as trying to grab a piece of candy out of a store. Not that that's minor shoplifting, but still, it's not like a major gunpoint kind of crime. But if you even try to discipline the kid, they'll look at you like you've done something wrong.
Yep. Yes. That is very true.
It just seems like we're in a whole different kind of time, and that things are not the way that they used to be when we were growing up. Because I know I grew up, I was born in '62, but around the '70s and into the '80s as a young adult, because I was in my 20s in the '80s and everything. But it just seems to me that a lot of the things that we learned back then aren't even being enforced to this day. So earlier we were talking to the, I can't remember was it the caterer or the baker, but April, what's one of your favorite dishes of the two ladies? I'm sure you have a favorite dish.
So my favorite dish, oxtails. That's my favorite. Okay. So of course, I had a discussion with the caterer, and she thought I was joking around. You know, I texted her. I said, I need that because she made oxtails for her customers. Okay, the woman can cook. Let's just put it out there. So I texted her. I said, I need that. She was laughing. She sent back LOL. I said, ma'am, I'm serious. She thought I was joking around. I need my food. So oxtails, beans and rice, she cooks it. So I love it. And that is, pretty much a food that we share because we both have a Caribbean background. So that is our cultural food because we both eat that. And then as for the baker, her cupcakes, the coquito cupcakes, they're delicious.
All right.
So that's one of my favorites for her.
All right. Dean, did I hear a bell?
You sure did hear the bell. You heard the bell, my man. And it's somebody that's going to be coming into the show in just a second.
Are you enjoying the smoothest conversation in podcasting? Straight Talk with Dean and Mark. Hi, this is DJ Smooth Jazz, syndicated radio host and co-owner of Portfolio Group, LLC, your smooth jazz lifestyle and entertainment group with offices in Durham, North Carolina. Portfolio Group, LLC specializes in promoting the lifestyle of smooth jazz listeners with the promotion of smooth jazz events and the distribution of African-American-owned wines. For more information, portfoliogroupllc.com, or you can swing by my secondary site, djsmoothjazz.com. Now back to Straight Talk with Dean and Mark.
And we're back. Welcome to Straight Talk with Dean and Mark. You are now on the line. Who do we have with us this evening?
This is Albert.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you today, brother?
I can't complain.
Okay,
So,
great,
Albert,
great.
are you a business owner as well? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm not a business owner. I used to dabble in some of the entrepreneur things, but I work in a real estate title insurance business in New York City.
Okay, wow. So you're in the real estate business. We've actually had a couple of real estate people on. So tell us about how you got into the real estate business and what advice you would give to these three women. They're doing all kinds of successful business, but how long have you been doing real estate, and what advice would you give to these these women that are also doing business as well?
I've been doing it about 25 years now. I got into it because I was in the military for a short time, and I